So let me start this video by saying, what's up, peeps? But no, seriously though, like, I know you guys, there was a few comments on my last video, which was in regards to breastfeeding, and a couple of people asked me to do an expression video or to do a demonstration or how I pump and so forth. In the beginning of my video, if you guys, did watch from the beginning, because I know a lot of people like to skip to the middle or towards the end, I did say that I wasn't comfortable with putting my boobs out on YouTube. Yeah, I know I'm a mother, we breastfeed in public, blase, blase. But usually I'll pump, milk and take it with me before I breastfeed in public. Or even if I do have to breastfeed, I'm always covered up with a blanket or the breastfeeding apron. So with that being said, not that I don't want to fulfill you guys' requests or I don't appreciate you guys subscribing. I appreciate all my subscribers. I'm up to like 55 now. That may not seem like a lot to most, but it's a lot to me and it means a lot to me. So thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments and the response. And I hope that I continue to get this type of love with the rest of my videos and my upcoming videos as well. But as I said, everybody's comfortable with different things. Some people are not comfortable. Me personally, I'm not comfortable with putting my tatas out for everybody to see. And I'm pretty sure Big T will have a big problem with that. So, with, as I said, maybe, you guys can put up other, reference. I can show you guys how to express, or I can be as descriptive as possible without actually putting my boobs out, or maybe I'll get a mannequin. But as far as me doing it on my personal self, yikes, no, I can't. I'm not comfortable with that. But I hope you guys don't unsubscribe. I hope you guys continue to watch me and show love to the rest of my upcoming videos. I really do have some good stuff coming for you guys. So again, tell a friend so they can tell a friend and they can tell a friend, and like and subscribe and comment below. And don't be shy. Let me know your feedbacks and what you guys think, or your response, or request anything else. And I'll let you guys know or put up a video about it if it's something that I can do or am comfortable with doing. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into this video. Hey peeps, welcome back to Lex and Big T's Extravaganza. Y'all like that, huh? I know y'all like that. No, but seriously, welcome back. Now, today's video is just going to be a quick rant in regards to a couple of things. Well, I'm not saying a couple, 6 things that I hate when it comes to being a new-time mother. I think I can count clearly. But 6 things that I don't like when it comes to being a new-time mother. Isn't that what I said the first time? That is so... I meant 6 things that I don't like when it comes to being a first-time mother. Now, shall we begin? Number 1. Other people telling you how to parent. Like, I hate hearing, hey, you're doing this wrong, or you're not supposed to do that like that, or yo, why are you doing this? This is how you should do it. Hey, do this, do that. You're letting him do this wrong. This is not right for him. Blah 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 blah. Like, yo, let me be a parent. Let me learn. I'm gonna make mistakes as I go. It's gonna happen, but let me learn. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind, getting advice and hearing out and stuff. Like when it comes to certain things, maybe they'll be like, hey, check the bottle before you give it to him. It might be too hot. Or don't use your mouth to check. Like, instead of going actually check on your hand, because it might be more hot for your hand than it is for your mouth, because the temperature is not the same for the baby as it is for yourself. But no, it's stuff like, oh, why do you use that shampoo? Why do you use this body wash for him? Oh, hey, you're supposed to take him a shower at this time of day. Stop doing this like that. Hey, you should put powder on him. Blah blah blah. Those are just examples, but like things like that. And it's like, yo, like, let me pick what I want to do for my kid. Like when it comes to things like that, those are like, preferences. Some parents prefer one thing, some parents prefer something else. Me personally, if I make certain preferences for my kid, clearly it means that I feel like I'm doing what's best for my child. So let me do that, please. 2. Now this one is in regards to Makai. Like, baby spit up. I kid you not, Makai goes through like 7, 8 onesies, footsies a day. Because of the fact that every time he eats, I can burp him or whatever, and he'll like still have like minor spit ups. And I know for some people they'll be like, hey, just put a bib on him. Obviously, I've thought about that. But he's at the stage where he kind of like recognizes his hands now, so he be tugging at the bib and has it over his face and stuff like that. And things like that scares you. Well, at least for a first-time mom, it does. Like, come on. I don't want to walk into a room and catch my baby with the bib over his face, you know, because he's tugging at it. No, but I do want him to still be able to, you know, see his hand. So I don't put mittens on his hand because I want him to be able to, you know, get to experience having hands. I like my hands. Why can't he enjoy his? 3, pooping right after I change his diaper. Makai will poop, and then after he poops, I'll change his diaper. And then less than 0.0000000000005 seconds later, he'll poop again. And it's like, yo, come on, bro. Like, I just changed your diaper. And then I'll change that diaper, right? And then, like, in the midst of changing that diaper, he'll just pee everywhere. And then the diaper that I'm trying to put on him is soaked, and now I gotta go and change another diaper. That's 3 diapers in one changing. Oh, of course. Makai doesn't care. He don't buy diapers. Diapers ain't cheap, honey. But he don't buy it. He don't pay for them. He don't pay for them. So, he doesn't care. And then after he does all that, you know what he does? Let me tell you guys what he does after he does all that. He does this. Like, he literally smiles. And I'm like, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. But, you know, to that, you know, it's kind of like against the law to be infants over here. You feel me? No, I was just kidding. We don't beat kids around here. Number 4. I really dislike the stairs. Like, okay, now when I say stairs, I don't mean stairs as in walking up or down stairs. I mean stairs as in people staring at you. Everywhere I go, people look at me like I'm some type of teenage mother. I know I get it a lot that I do look pretty young. But guess what? Guess what, honey? I'm grown. No, seriously, like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult, whatever you want to call it. But I'm grown. Like, stop looking at me like I'm some type of teenage parent pushing a stroller in the store or at the supermarket or wherever I be at. Like, I really hate people glaring at me. And it's like, yo, look, I'm an adult that just had a baby. Like, you know, there's lots of adults here that just had a baby. It's not my fault that I don't look as adult as I am, you know? But they still stare. And, you know, at the end of the day, I just give them something to stare about. I'll either start vlogging in the store, act like I'm vlogging, or, you know, start singing, or act like I'm chilling, like I'm not even worried about them. But in reality, I am worried about them. Well, maybe I'm not worried about them, but in reality, like, I know you're staring. Like, just because, you know, you're staring at me and I don't look back doesn't mean that I don't know that you're staring at me. So stop staring. Number 5, making hard decisions. Now, when it comes to hard decisions, one of the biggest decisions, hardest decisions that I think I ever had to make, y'all heard that? I messed up, didn't I? I know. That I had to make was vaccinating Makai. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's bad, you're putting other babies at risk. If your child is vaccinated and my child gets sick, your child should be A-okay because he got vaccinations. You believe in them damn vaccinations, right? Right. So I'm not putting your kid at risk. If anything, if your kid gets sick and mine catches it, my kid is more at risk than your kid, supposedly, because your kid has vaccinations and mine don't. So your kid probably has a stronger immune system and can fight it off better than my kid can. Who knows? At the end of the day, it's science. We don't know what our body is really doing. Or maybe we do. You know what? Just forget that I said that. All I'm saying is, I feel like it's better if he just get immunity on his own. He just gets sick, recover from getting sick, and bam, he's immune to whatever virus he just got sick off of. That's how they used to do it back in the day. And if you guys know the type of crap that they put in vaccinations nowadays, trust me, you will not vaccinate your kid. But at the end of the day, to each his own. Everybody's gonna do what they feel like is best for their child. And what I felt like was best for mine was to not vaccinate him. So I'm sticking to it for the long run. So hopefully it doesn't end up biting me in the ass later. Because, you know, of course I double think it sometimes. Of course sometimes I double guess myself. Like, I'm like, you know what? Did I make the right decision? What if something goes wrong? Blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, I believe in a higher power and I know God got me. So, doesn't matter. I ain't worried. And number 6. being extra precautious. When I first came from the hospital with Makai, I used to be like, hey, hand sanitizer, wash your hand. Don't put him on that. Where's his blanket? He should be covered at all times. Hey, make sure you got his socks on his feet. Where's his mittens? Put it on the footsie. Where's his undershirt? When I tell you I was going crazy, I think even Big T was fed up with me. Like, I really think Big T was like really fed up. But hey, as a first-time mom, it gets like that. Like, you're scared. You don't want your kid to get sick. You think everything is viruses and bacteria, you know? So that's just what I thought. Everything was virus and bacteria, including myself. But as the child gets older, you gradually like get over that and overlook it and overcome it. And it's just like, you know what, whatever you don't even trip anymore. Makai's not even that old. He's only 2 months, but I'm already at the phase where it's like, oh, he'll be all right. You know, he has to taste a little bit of dirt and bacteria and get a little sick to get over it. He'll be fine. It happens. But I think it's kind of too early at this age because I think it's harder for him to fight off viruses now than it would be a couple months or years from now. Who knows? But yeah, guys, that was my quick rant for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe below. And again, I apologize about the whole request that you guys have for the expression for breastfeeding. I did put my apologies in the beginning of this video. And as I said, you guys can request other things and I'll go ahead and make videos about them, or, you know, comment below on your comments and let you guys know whether or not I'll be putting up a video about it. But in regards to the breastfeeding, I'm just not comfortable with the tatas on camera. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this T didn't like that either. What about you? What if you were a guy? Would you like your woman's tatas on camera? I don't think so. Well, it depends. Some guys are actually things like that. But unfortunately, my guy is not one of those guys. So, without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. Why do I always say without further ado at the end of a video? You guys should get me by now. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend so they can tell a friend so they can tell a friend. And until next time, peeps. Peace.